Hello everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys another video. If you saw my last video that I posted a strategy where you have your two EMAs. You have your 20 and your 50. You know, it could be 50 or 55. Let's just change it to 55 because that's what I said in last video. Let's do 55. So if you guys don't understand, the 2055 is it's the first and last moving averages from the rainbow strategy. That's basically what it is. And then I have my EMA difference. So how you get this set up here, you just go to indicators and you go to EMA, or it's difference of two. It's called difference of two moving averages, and you're going to set it to 20 and 25, and they're the settings for that. So what you want to do for the strategy, and you want to have your RSI on there too, but what you do for this strategy, and I talked about in the last video when we looked at it with crypto, it's to find the moments. You basically have to, the first thing you have to do is you have to wait for a cross with the 2055, and then it has to kind of line up with the 2025 moving average right here. So if they both line up, if it's crossing down or up and it lines up with the difference of two moving averages, that's a good indication to do that trade. And of course, you want to also be looking at your RSI. So what I want to do today is kind of see if it works pretty well with the stock market. Let's go with the 5 minute here, and let's do a couple examples. So the first thing we see here is we see it crossing right here. And what we can notice from the 2025 below is you see the little light green here. So this could possibly be a good chance of getting a quick scalp. So if you come in here and you ride it out to the top, this one would be a small, and if you wrote it out, because this was the end of the market that day, so it probably wouldn't be that much of a gain there. But you would be in profit from here all the way here to the top if you got out in time before the market closed. But let's look at a couple other days here. Let's find another moment when the 2055 cross. You see it happen right here, and then you also see it happen with the 2055. So to me, that would be an indication. Now the thing about doing it with the stock market, it's less volatile than crypto, so you might find better signals and better returns by doing this method with the stock market, but not financial advice. So it crosses down right here. So right here I would do a 413 put, and then I would just ride it out. Let's see if we can get any quick scalps from this trade here. So if you came in here where it crossed and you noticed the 25 down there, and we just write it out to about here, yeah, that's about $100 gain right there. So let's go back and see if this works. Now it'll work. There's big pumps and there's small pumps, like right here. This one's a small gain, if any. So this one's just very brief. You could see when it crosses here, when you're looking for the cross, it should already be, it should already happen pretty close to where it crosses with the 2055. So this point right here, you're kind of in the middle of it, and to me this says not to do it, because it's when the moment it crosses on the 2055, it's already halfway, and you can see that here, and that wouldn't be a good position. So you want to look for the moments when it crosses on the 2055 that got that little, either the little yellow green or the little yellow red. So this one right here is the start of the market, it looks like, and we can see that this would be a good point to get in, because look where the red is here. So this would, to me, would be a good point to get in. Right about here. And I would just ride this out. Now, a good indication of if you want to do a quick scalp is when it goes from either a light green to a dark red, or a light red to a dark red. When it goes to a dark red, it's a good time to get out for the scalp. It will basically tell you when to get out. So from here, where'd it go? From here to here, that's about $100. But if you wrote it out, yeah, see, if you wrote it out, you would put yourself in a dead end. You wouldn't have made much of a gain. So we also see it happening here. We see the cross happening right here, and the 2055, not the 2025 is pretty close. I would have taken that trade. So if you wrote it out here and you just waited for the green to turn into a dark green, that'd be like this moment right here. That's about $50 right there. We see it crossing right here for a put. And what you want to do is you come in here with a put. You would do a 413 put. And if you notice, it lines up with the 2025. That tells me that this is a good trade. So you just write it out till the light green turns in, or the light red turns into a dark red. And that would be about, that's about $100 right there. So let's look at a couple more times. Now, this is the biggest thing, because when I started doing this strategy, I went by just, if I see the EMA difference and it looks kind of tiny right there and it'd be a good point to get in, I only do the strategy when the 2055 lines up with the 2025 with the difference of two moving averages. So that even though it looks like a good time to get in, you know, you might get some gains out of it or not, but you'll get better results if you find it with the when both of them line up. So anyway, let's look at a couple more times here. Like, let's do this moment right here. We see it crossing up, so right here I would have done a 411 call, and we see it lining up with the 2025. So what we would do here is we would stay in our position until the light green turns into a dark green. And you can also see this in the RSI. So this move right here took almost all day, and you made about $200, almost $200 here, if you did. Let me do this 2 more times. Now you'll get small ones and you'll get big ones doing this strategy. So we see it crossing down right here, and we also see that with the 2025. So we come in here and we ride it out till the light red turns into a dark. So that'll be right about here. So that's a little bit of a profit right there. Let's do one more time, and I think you guys get the general idea. We see it crossing right here. So this would be a, well, actually, this is a good judgment call because it's not, well, it kind of is lining up. But let's do this anyway. See it crossing here. We see it almost here on the EMA difference here. So we cross here. This is a 411 call. Ride it out till it turns into a dark green, which is right about here. So this would be a 50, 60, about $50 to $70 on S&P 500. So anyway, this strategy I find really effective. You could really make $50 to $100 a day just doing this strategy. But anyway, this is not financial advice. This is just a strategy that works really well, and I think it works the best with the stock market. It's more volatile with crypto and doing it with crypto, but it still works. Anyway, if you guys want to see this strategy with crypto. I made a video in my last video. So anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure to like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in future videos.